Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. At the end of the last episode, we were digging down to see where we were going to come out on our spawner, and we actually came out right in the room. So, we're going to go back up to probably about here, I think, maybe level 55, and we'll build our floor straight across. That way, we go right over top of the spawner, and that'll be our AFK room up there. I'm not going to do much with this room. I don't build them much bigger than this. I'm probably going to knock out the cobblestone and go one more wide each direction, and then dig down 4 or 5 blocks, put my water stream in to feed them to where they drop down. And what we'll be doing is something that I've done in another realm. Like I say, I don't build these with the water elevator going up and dropping them back down when they're high enough, and we're at level 50. When they're at a high enough level. Now, if you find one at bedrock, you have to get a little creative. Obviously, if you find one down level 16, anywhere down low, you have to get a little creative. But when they're up high like this, it's really easy to set up a skeleton farm. And I do it in most of the realms. I've got one that I built in another realm, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over there right now and let you guys take a look to see how I've got it set up, and maybe I can explain a little bit better how it works with a visual rather than me just trying to explain it. So let's take a look at that and we'll be back. Okay, welcome to the Diptopia economy realm. It's a realm that I helped set up a while back. Great group of people over here, great group of builders. We dropped in just as a thunderstorm was starting. So there is a video on the channel for the Diptopia realm. It's a recruitment video that I made. Check it out if you're interested. There's instructions on how to join the realm. But this is our kill chamber. They come down, and I like to spread them out. Let's run up top, and I'll show you guys where the skelly spawner is. But it's actually in a house that I built. The rules of the realm, once you build a house at spawn, you can actually spread out. As long as you go out 5,000 blocks from spawn, you can actually become just a kind of on your own kind of player. But the spawner itself is about 7 or 8 blocks down below the end chest right here. I hear a baby zombie. Where is he at? I don't like baby zombies. Those guys are tricksters. Is he in the actual spawner? Ow. Yeah, he may be actually in the spawner. I don't know why I get zombies in that spawner every so often, but what I like to do is I like to stand here just chilling or doing work, you know, if I'm brewing potions. About anywhere in the main room here, the spawner is active. And I don't know if I can actually show you. I was going to try to break into the spawner and show you how it's set up. But that may be a little shaky. I think I'll just show you when I build the other one. But as you stand here, the skeletons drop down, and I'll go back down. Oosh. They drop down, you can just come down and take them out. There we go. And then everything, of course, is on hoppers. It funnels right into this chest. You can take out what you want. I've got to set up a dispenser. We're going to put a switch in, turn on the hopper. When we want to, we turn it off. The hopper is no longer locked. It'll feed into a dispenser with a timer on it. The dispenser will shoot the stuff out into the lava, and we get rid of all the unwanted stuff. We've got overflow for our arrows, bows, bones, different things. I actually put a smelter down here to smelt the gold and iron armor that we don't use. You don't get a whole lot, but you do get a little bit of nuggets here and there. It's enough to make it worth it while you're down here disenchanting stuff. I'm sure most of you know by now, if you've got enchanted stuff, you put it in a grindstone, it takes the enchantment off of it, and it also gives you XP for doing that. So you can hold your pickaxe while you're doing it, and it can actually help you repair your pickaxe some. For now, I'm just manually just throwing stuff in there. Of course, we'll save the iron to put in the smelter, but this is kind of the setup we're going for over in the community realm. The kill chamber would be like this. Of course, it won't be a house. We're not going to build a house on top of the spawner. We're just going to build a little AFK room. We'll probably put the smelter on this level if we put one in at all. We may just put a little small smelter to, you know, smelt up the armor that we don't use. So we'll get back over there. We'll get on that. Nice thunderstorm. Oh, so just in case you guys are wondering, this was the house that I built when I came out. I came to this area. I like this area because there's a couple of big hills behind it with some snow on it. It's got like a little lagoon there. Had a ow cactuses. No. So it's got a river here that feeds back out to a main body of water, and there's drowned. Man, this place is dangerous at night. And then you have this little piece of land. There's a creeper hiding under that tree. Go back in the house. Wow. All right. I'm getting out of here. It's too dangerous over here. See you guys back over on the community realm. Okay, welcome back. I hope that helped some getting a visual. But now that I've seen that and I'm back over here, it's hard for me to visualize what it's going to look like when it's done. So hopefully it turns out like I'm envisioning, not like our tower. But I'm going to start by widening the room out just a little bit. There's a certain way I do this. Like I say, it's based off of the very old style mob farms way back on the console edition days. Probably 360 days at this point. I want to say those were 9x9 rooms. You just did 9x9. You fed them down. You did the floor a certain way so the water would push them into the water elevator that took them up and dropped them back down. Pardon me, my allergies are acting up just a little bit today. But with the update Aquatic, the new water mechanics kind of made the old water elevators, and of course our pickaxe broke. But that update kind of made the old water elevators where you had the water, the sign, the water, the sign. It kind of made those useless. But then they gave us the bubble elevators with the soul sand, which are great. But what people started finding was, even with the bubble elevators, you have to have that 1 block gap between the water push stream and where they actually go into the elevator. And a lot of mobs will get stuck on that 1 block. So you lose some efficiency. I actually have done some testing in a creative world on the efficiency of that. It's not as bad as you would think. You don't really lose over a period of 5 minutes. You lose maybe 3 mobs. I've done several tests in a creative world with both styles where you just bring them out and drop them versus pushing them up a water elevator, even with that 1 block gap. So it's not that big of a difference. I just like doing it this way. Got to knock the rust off of it, I guess. Let's get back up and we'll get back to it. Okay, back to digging. And I'm not going to just do a complete just run through without doing some cuts in between. I can't talk for that long. I don't think I can keep you guys entertained for that long. So as I'm digging, I'll be cutting in and out of scenes, and I'll try to keep the continuity good. I went back and watched some of my old videos, and some of the continuity on them are questionable at best. So I'm trying to get better with that. Hopefully this will allow me to get somewhat better. But what we're going to do is we're going to clear out this first part here, and I have to mark it out. Let's see, we're going to come down. I want to put the elevators on this side, so I want to drop them this way. Alright, that's right in line with the spawner. So what I like to do is go down at least 4 blocks. Okay, we're down 4 blocks now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's dig these two back out. Let's dig those 4 back out, 2. So we should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought we should be 8 wide, but we're actually 7 wide. So, got some closing in to do up there, but here's what I like to do. I like to dig out, if I can make heads or tails of what I'm digging here. I like to dig out one underneath here. Let's put some stone back. So that gives us our 8 blocks. There's a water bucket. I'm going to need more than 1 water bucket. Let me go get a second water bucket and I'll be right back. I'm never prepared for these things. I don't do tutorials as a rule because I don't know what I'm doing usually. So when I start building, I'm never prepared. So I'll be right back when I get the second water bucket. Stick around. Okay, now that I have 2 water buckets, back to what I was doing. So, you know, if you put the water in, you get the unlimited water source in the middle. So I just like to fill it in here. And as you can see, it pushes us all the way to the wall. But if we go one more, the water stops because water will flow 8 blocks. Then I like to come in here, of course. How many are we wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it should be 3 on each side. Yep, that's what I like to do. And you know, you can come in and you can take out all the stone and all the coal and all the resources and things, which we are going to take this iron and this coal. Or you can leave it natural. It doesn't really matter. I don't think the type of block affects the spawn rate of the skeletons at all. We need the resources right now, and we're doing it like this because coal, man, I need a lot of coal for that furnace downstairs. Normally, I don't do any of this. I just leave it whatever block. Ooh, more iron. Ooh, more iron. We like it, the iron. Normally, I just leave it whatever it is. It's minimum work. I'm all about playing the game as simply as possible. And when I get done with this thing, there's going to be people that may go back and look at this thing and go, oh, there's more efficient ways. Oh, you can do this. Oh, you can do that. And you can get better rates. And you can do it differently. And the size of your room's all wrong. And blah, blah. That's just background. That's just background noise to me. I know there's better ways to do it. I know there's different ways to do it. I know there's tutorials. But I like playing this game the way I like playing this game. I've done this for so long now. It's just the way I build them. So that's what I'm going to do. And I know there's better ways. You guys go for it. Then when I get here, I'm going to dig out to our drop chute. I want to say it's 5, but I can't exactly remember. Put a water stream there. Water stream there. Pushes them to the middle. And how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 blocks. I thought it was 5, but it's actually 4. Because now comes the tricky part, or the dangerous part. Because we got to go down 23 blocks. And everybody knows it's a bad idea to dig straight down in Minecraft. Don't dig straight up or straight down in Minecraft. Straight down, you fall into holes. Straight up, you get smothered by gravel. And in the nether, you get burned up by lava, or you fall into lava. So here's what I like to do. I'm going to crouch and I'm going to dig down. Ooh, more iron. How many was that? So here's the drop. 1, 2, 3. And I can't talk while I'm counting. There's no way. And I just talked and I lost count already. So, great. You guys made me lose count having to talk to you. Let me go back, get my count up. We'll get down to where we want to be at 20. I think I'd go down 23 or 24 blocks. That way I can set up my kill box a little, you know, if I want to set it up where they drop, one hit kill and I kill them, or if I want to set it up where I can lower it with pistons and then they just insta-kills and I just get the drops, you know. We'll get into that later, but for now, let me make sure I get to the right level. I'll be right back. Okay, we're down 24 blocks. That's where we started up there. We're down here, and this is going to be where we drop them to here. So what I got to do is I got to get back up there and finish up that. But we can go ahead and kind of set up the area here. Yeah, let's clear this out a little bit while we're down here. You need a decent sized room if you're going to keep all of the arrows and bones. I saw last night in the chat there were some people looking for arrows, so I think somebody already has a skeleton spawner. But we'll keep all of the bones, of course, for our farms and everything. And of course, if some, you know, if we get down the road and some people need some bones or arrows or whatever, we can work out some trades, I'm sure. We may even go as far as to start putting together some of the bows, coming up with some decent bows for folks. Sell those off or trade those off. And we're going to put our water drop in right here. And of course there's water in a cave. Never fails. Anytime I do these things, I always run into a stupid underground cave with water in it. This will be our bubble elevator up. No drowning, no drowning, no drowning, no drowning. Alright. Let me deal with the water, and I'll get these elevators in, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back up top. We've got the elevators started down at the bottom. We don't have much left to do. I need to fill in some holes. Let's see here. Do I got enough blocks? I may have to go get a few more blocks. I don't think that's what I meant to do. We've got to fill in some of this cave and then light the rest of it up. So let me go grab a little bit of stone and we'll be right back. You know what, guys? I almost forgot. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. You want to know why? Because we have a Silk Touch pickaxe now, and I have almost forgotten that. We get to mine our first diamond ore, finally, that we found. We get to pick it up. I want to make sure. Okay, there's no lava underneath it. There we go. There we go. Our first diamond ore on the server. We can go put it in our box now, save it, and then when we get, finally, if we ever get our building up, we can put it on the wall as our first diamond ore on the server. Super awesome. Took me a while to find the right spot, didn't it? Gotta fill that in right there, and we're good. So that does it for the poop. There we go. So that does it for the spawn box. Now let's close this in. I'm gonna have to get over there somehow and knock off the torches. But I've got it closed in down at the bottom, so there's no reason why they can't go ahead and start spawning and building up while we're working. Let's close this off up top so none can spawn. And one more torch. Ah! Run! Stupid skeletons. Yeah, there you go. Shoot each other. Dum-dums. So let's go up to level 56. I think that'll be good. We'll come back and fill this in when we get done. There we go. Do I have any more stone? I have no more stone. I need more stone. Let me go get more stone and I'll be back. Remember what I said about not being prepared? Now that we've got some more building blocks, let's get back to it. And let's make sure, so we said the white diorite is the floor level for the skelly spawner. And I don't remember. Yeah, that was it. I thought we were one off from the spawner itself. So let's put that back. Oh yeah, diorite. We don't care about these guys anymore. Let's go ahead and close this off. Get everything leveled up. And I think what I'm going to do also, I want to put all of our storage up on this level. I haven't done it yet on any realm since the aquatic update, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a item elevator in from down below, feed everything up into a sorting system, have all of our overflow of our non-stackable items go into overflow chest. Let's see, where do we want to do this at? Let's come down, let's come in 1, 2, 3, go here. Let's see, we're going to go this way a little bit. All right, if I'm not mistaken, we are directly on our water drop coordinates. What are you never supposed to do? Dig straight down, but I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. I'm confident that we're going to drop straight down through our water drop. No problems. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Never had a doubt. Never had a doubt. Alright, let's clean out some of this. I do have some building materials. I don't want to just leave this a regular old stone room. We actually have to... Well, let me do this right quick. I need to make a couple of fence gates. For now, you go there. Alright, there we go. Fence gate. Fence gate. Do I have 2 water buckets? Yay, I have 2 water buckets. Shouldn't need but 1, but sometimes you have to prime this thing a little weird. Put a bucket there. And a bucket there. Now to dig back down, hopefully without drowning. Yep, go back up for air. Go back up for air. Swim. Swim for your life. Swim for your life. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I haven't figured it out yet. You guys tell me what would be the best way. I mean, I don't have to go all the way back up for breath. I could dig me a little side tunnel and fill it back in as I go, but this is more exciting. We're going to drown. We're going to drown. We're going to drown. Look at that. Perfect. Top floor, skelly spawner, AFK room, and storage. I need to get some lighting in here. Okay, guys, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting queepers. So, as I was clearing out, I realized I haven't lit this up, and mobs are starting to spawn. That's not good. Because this guy, if I hadn't seen him and turned around, and he was right here, and blew up, he could have destroyed the spawners. So, let's go get some lights, so we can light this place up. Yeah, not sure what I was thinking. And I know that was a horrible Elmer Fudd impersonation. You don't have to tell me. I don't know if that's adequate enough to keep things from spawning. We've got a dark spot there. Definitely need some more torches. I can get a couple more. That may give us enough for coverage. I really wish the spawner was central on the staircase. That would be so much better. We're still going to have to figure out, we may actually have to come back and go one up more to be able to run the redstone in between levels. But we still want to put that pressure plate here. So we want to come down. We want to have redstone lamps that are on. So the skeleton spawner is not active, and it's not just throwing skeletons out into the chamber. And then when we come over here and we stand, it turns the redstone lamps off, skeletons start spawning and dropping into the chamber. Let's go down and look and see. Okay, so everything is dying. So we are, even with the half slab, we're a little too low. So what we're going to have to do is move everything up a level. Okay, we got that cleaned up a little bit. We moved everything up 1 block. Now let's go see if the skeletons are still going to die. I forgot to put in the half slab. They should die. I should be able to put in a half slab, and they shouldn't die. Those should be dropping down now. Let's go check. And they are still dying. Let's put our half slab in. And they're still down on a half slab. Dadgummit. Yeah, I may have miscalculated on when I was going down. I may have miscounted severely. Let's drop back down here. Yeah, these guys are croaking pretty easily. Let's dig all this back out. We'll move it up a couple of blocks. Try to get our count right. And try again. But hey, I haven't died yet. I've had a couple of derpy moments, but I haven't died yet. So that's something. Okay, I think we've got that solved. So they don't seem to be dying there. So we can make adjustments as needed. But we need to go ahead and get our floor in. Get everything rearranged down here. Get up to the right level. They see me, so they're trying to shoot me, but they can't. And they're shooting each other. That's kind of weird. Alright, let me get the elevators adjusted. Let me get the floors adjusted. And I'll be back. Okay, we've got the kill chamber redone. We've moved it up. Maybe one block too high. I still felt like it was good where it was at, but now they should be one-hit kills, even with our hand. Yep. So that means if we... I don't know how this would work. We could put a piston in. We could put something in that would exchange this block for a half slab a little bit lower, and they would just die automatically. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not, but we'll work on that later. For now, this is going to serve the purpose. It's nothing fancy. It's just a little chamber to come down, do your killing, and go away. We'll be putting in some hoppers and different things to feed the items back up to the storage area. Now all really is left to do is just come up with a design for the AFK room and the storage area. But functionally, that's done. I can hear some drowned. I think we're under the river here, maybe. Let's go check and see. Yeah, we're under the river here. That's the drown I keep hearing over there. Go away, creeper. Ow. Go. Not the fish, the drown. There we go. So, to keep the drown from spawning, we may have to actually come fill this in. Didn't really go anywhere, so yeah, filling that in is going to be a priority, I believe. The drown may mess with the spawn rate of the farm, but I'm not sure. Better safe than sorry, right? So I think that's going to do it for this episode. I said I wanted to concentrate this episode on getting this thing up and running. Between here, we got a stack of arrows there. Let's go down. I did put some stuff in the chest down below. Boom. That one wasn't a one-hit kill, but that happens sometimes. So we have a stack and a half of bones. And if you remember, that was the whole reason we were going to do this, was to get the bones. That was kind of scary there. Let's go ahead and turn this into bone meal. I'll take you guys down and show you how the sugarcane farm works. Okay, we're going to do this, and I'm sure you guys understand the whole concept of how this automatic sugarcane farm works. And something else I wanted to say too is, some of you may be thinking, why has he not built the building yet? And for me, this is just the way I play it. I don't need a building. I don't need to come on and immediately build some great building or a base or anything like that. We've been surviving in a little fenced off area with a mine shaft and very minimalistic farms here. For me, I like to get set up to where I've got all my infrastructure done, my farming, my mining, some way to get XP, different things like that. I can get better armor and better tools, and then I can do building. And as you've noticed, as we've been going, the main thing is I've been building up resources. There's nothing like getting halfway through a build and going, oh man, I need more wood, or I need more stone, or I need more of this, or I need more of that. And I hate stopping and doing that. So the first month or two on a server, for me, the way I like to do it is just stockpile resources, stockpile resources, stockpile resources. And that's just me. Remember, it's Minecraft. You can play your way, and at the channel, we say game your way. So as we watch our sugarcane farm just steadily pump out sugarcane, we have hope that we're going to get some books. We're going to get another lectern down with our villagers, get a second librarian, start working with those guys, breeding them up, get librarians, get better books, which is going to mean better tools, better armor. Then we can really get into the meat of what we're doing on here and start our village finally. I think we've got most of our infrastructure set up. We've got a skelly spawner, so we've got bone meal. This thing is loud. Let me walk over here. That clicking was too much. So, we've got a pretty good infrastructure set up. I think we're going to finally start getting into the heart of the matter and get started on the village. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start laying out different areas, different little plots where I want to build different buildings, different houses. We're going to build some of the bridges over to different parts of the land, start clearing down some of the land. And we'll start getting into that next episode. And we're also going to start venturing out because we know we need some acacia wood. I like acacia wood. I like the way it looks. It wouldn't hurt to do a little bit of adventuring, see if we could find some desert temples or sea temples or whatever. Go on some looting adventures. Maybe we can find a pillager tower and do that. But for now, that's going to end the episode. Thanks for bearing with me and building that. I'm not the greatest teacher in the world, so doing tutorials definitely not my thing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that helps you understand that you don't have to do big elaborate XP farms. It can be very simple. It can be effective, efficient. We haven't actually tested this thing out. I think in between episodes I'll do a couple of time runs. Stand here for 5 minutes. I do need to use up all of my XP, so I may just jump off of a mountain and get rid of my XP now that we've got a way to build it back up. But we'll stand here for 5 minutes. We'll do a 5-minute test. We'll do a 10-minute test just to see how many levels we can get out of each one. But it looks like it's going to work pretty good just from standing here for, what was that, 20 seconds. You know, we get a couple. So do the math on that. 20 seconds, 5 minutes, 2 per 10 seconds, blah, blah. I don't know if the math really works that way because we know spawning out of the spawners is just a random tick thing. Sometimes they spawn on a tick, sometimes they don't spawn on a tick. But that's going to do it for the episode. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate the support for the channel. We're going to keep going. I've got to spend some time getting back to the Skyblock series. I've got another series that I'm working on that I have not been releasing videos yet, but look for that. It's going to be something special. It's going to be something very unique. I'm not sure if anybody else out there is quite doing this yet. Like we're doing it, there is one other YouTuber that is doing the exact same thing, which is where I got the inspiration from to try and do this. Hopefully that's going to get released within the next month. But there's a reason why I'm waiting to start releasing episodes, and you guys will see when I start releasing episodes why that is. But for now, remember, game your way, and we'll see you next time. I love doing that. It's just a crazy visual. Go up a little bit. I don't know why I like that so much. Kind of crazy. See you around, guys.